at 10,000, blinds at 30 and 60. Back on Glenn, father of two, and he's going to fold his hand.
And Michael Rocco has two deuces on the button.
Getting out raising chips. Yes, he's going to make it 160 to go. And let's take a look at Chris. Has got queens.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful hand.
I think he's raised this guy just about every time he's come in a pot. Sometimes he has a hand, sometimes he doesn't. This time he does. And he's going to make it 420,000 to go.
Patrick frustrated. Can't get in cheap with his ace-3 of clubs. Folds the hand. So back on Michael Rocco. Former chip leader. He's going to call. He's investing. He hopes to get lucky. Here we are.
Most of the chips Rocco's lost have been to Mormon.
Good flop for Chris Mormon with the overpair, but he's going to check it.
And Rocco checks right behind him. Don't want to fall into any traps, which he would have. Now a 9 comes off. Now Chris is going to reach for chips.
He'd like to have his old rival really pay him off, and right now he's betting 455. He's got to be feeling pretty good, but no more, because look at this Michael Rocco making a play, going to 1.5 million. Incredible.
Well, Chris Mormon, who 3-bet before the flop and then checked on the flop of 10 high, which was a little strange, now is going to make the call here.
Yeah, good solid call. Huge pot going to the river. It's an ace of hearts.
Well, neither player going to like to see that card. Fearful the other guy's got an ace in his hand. Mormon going to check.
Now, what do you do if you're Michael? It would take such boldness to continue the larceny.
Wow.
Just check it down and know that you probably beat. When you take a stab at another bluff, this takes a lot of bravery to stick those chips in. That's exactly what he's going to do.
Wow. And he's put almost all his chips in this pot on a bluff.
2.1 million. This is a very bold bet.
If you're in Mormon seat, this is a very tough call to make, folks. You're fearful your opponent's made something like ace-9, where he's got aces up now.
It would be the call of the year, but so difficult to make. They have to manipulate it on the turn, and now the river. It's going to work for Michael Rocco. What a move!
He outplayed him there, no doubt about it.
And he is back in a big way.
He gave the nod, the signal. I outplayed this guy.
He is loving it. All right, back to the action. Aaron Queskin. Ace-10. Gonna go to 250.
And Freddie picks up king-queen behind him. And the thorn in his side all night long at this final table has been Freddie. I don't think Aaron's beat Freddie a pot yet. Freddie in position, gonna make the call. Mike gonna make the call out of the small blind, and all of a sudden Brent says, hey, all that money out there, let me call this small raise. Four-way action in a raised pot. You just don't see it very often at a final table.
And here we go with the flop. It's an ace-10-9.
Well, just a great flop there for Aaron as he flopped top 2 pair, but action is on Mike as he's flopped top pair. He's going to check. Brent's going to check.
And Aaron, though, top 2 pair.
Certainly going to bet his 2 pair. 400,000. Freddie with a gut shot straight draw going to make the call. Mike has top pair. What does he do? He's going to call also. Brent says, let me get out of this quickly.
Quagmire. All right, let's see what happens on this turn.
Ooh, 8 of spades. That's a real scare card for all 3 players. Possible straight, possible flush.
Mike's checking again. Aaron's slowing down with the check.
And he checks the top 2 pair there. No one very easy. One of these guys could have possibly made a straight or a flush.
Oh, look at this. Freddie's going to stab with it. He's going to make a bet of 1.2 million.
It's a pretty good sized bet, Vince.
He's got Mike out.
But I don't see Aaron going anywhere with top 2 pair. He understands that Freddie could have made a straight or a flush. But still, top 2 pair in a 4-handed poker game, pretty good hand. He's going to make the call here. So So Freddie D must catch a jack to win this pot, at least with the best hand.
Let's see if he does it. No. Miserable deuce shows up. Aaron's going to check again.
Well, Freddie knows the only way he can win this pot is to bet at it. But I'm not sure that's going to win it for him, as his opponent has top 2 pair. I just don't see it happening. But Freddie's going to give it the grand old try. He's getting out a lot of chips here, Vince.
1.7.
Wow.
1.7 million is the bet. Well, Aaron has lost every pot tonight to Freddie Deeb. Got to be shell-shocked by the guy. Does he want to give him another 1.7 million here, at least in his mind? Freddie could easily have a jack-queen here the way this hand was played.
There's straights out there. There's flushes out there.
He
And look
gives
at
up
this.
the top 2 pair. Freddie shows him the bluff. And Aaron gets up to go throw up, I believe.
God damn, you knew I was bluffing, huh? You knew I was
Freddie
bluffing, huh?
Deeb relishing in the win
Folded top 2,
with
Freddie.
the bluff. Beautifully done. David with a nice little 6-5 at diamonds just calling. And Modest with a king 10. He's going to raise to 275. Gets the call by Baker. Here we go with the flop. It is a king, queen 5. Modest with kings. David with 5s. And Modest will continue with the 375 bet.
Great flop for Modest, of course. He's got backdoor draws to go along with his top pair. David will make the call with bottom pair. And we see a king of diamonds on the turn, so trips for Modest. And a dangerous card for David, because it actually makes his hand a little stronger. And not strong enough to lead out, though. This is a curious and I would say ambitious bet.
Wow, he is betting 550 with just the 5s. Pretending like he has a king or something.
Call.
We know Modest has the king, and so he just walks the dog and makes the call. Big pot brewing and the river card coming up. And it's an ace. David is going to check it.
900.
Modest, of course, with 3 of a kind, is going to put in a value bet of 900. You would think it's going to be quitting time here for David.
I would assume so. But he is counting out chips, and it
Oh,
looks
no.
like a raise
You
coming
gotta
in
be kidding.
here.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa!
Wow, he has gone over the top, a total of 2.4. That's a 1.5 million raise, and this
Huh.
is very interesting.
What a strange spot for Modest. Not only does he have trips, but he has the 10 of hearts that blocks the Jack-10 straight for David. And he likely thinks that David isn't limping the small blind with ace-king or pocket queens all that frequently. But he knows David could have king-queen or king-5.
Taking more time. This is a big moment. And I'll tell you something, if he makes this call, it would cripple David Baker.
Well, the tension is thick in this arena.
If he should make this, he'll be the hero, but he's going to throw it away. David Baker gets away with it.
David Baker super proud of himself after that one.
Absolutely. That is the bluff of the week. Beautifully done.
12 love. Yes, sir.
Modest says, show me the bluff. No, you're gonna have to wait to see it.
getting back to this hand right now. Joe Wynn's going to quickly raise with ace-6 of diamonds. Going up to 175 to go. Paul out. And now Kai Chang with a king-jack offsuit is making the call. Here we go with the flop.
Well, flop is queen, queen, 8, 2 clubs. No help to either player.
Kai's going to check. And Joe, the telephone man, going to check as well behind him.
And now the 4 clubs comes off.
Wow, 3 clubs out there.
Notice Kai looked down at his hand. And that's a tell that the guy's looking to see if he had a club in his hand. And he does. But it doesn't stop Joe Wynn from betting.
Yep, 225,000 with just ace high. But Kai has seen that he does have a pretty good club up there, and he's going to make this call. We're going to the river. And the river is a 4, pairs the board again.
So Joe out in front, 2 pair with ace kicker against 2 pair with king kicker.
Kai is checking again. Joe's going to bet.
Well, Joe going to bet 325,000 here.
And he'd like to get paid off with the guy with just king high. Wow, but Kai has different thoughts. He's going to raise this.
Wow. He's bet it up to 825,000. Now, do you want to just call with 2 pair in the ace kicker here? Do you really think the guy's got a full house? Wow, he is re-raising. I don't understand this.
Pretty aggressive.
A testosterone contest.
Amazing. Joe is going to re-raise. Says, I don't think you have much. And now Kai with just the king high. What is he going to do? Oh, man. No, say it ain't so.
2.3 million he's betting
back
here.
over the top. He's just saying, I think you have nothing. Here you go.
Wow.
Just incredible poker we're watching here.
Well, I mean, it's just very difficult to call here without a queen in your hand.
It's impossible.
I mean, Joe virtually shut himself out of this spot when he raised last time. He should have just called when the guy bet 800,000 with the ace high.
Perfect read by Kai Chang, and he's going to show it. And it doesn't get any better than this.
What a play by Kai Chang right there.
Amazing.
That is playing some poker.
Well, that's the play of the week.
Wow.
No doubt about it. He has just bluffed the steam right out of this room. Kai Chang with a super bluff right there. Face, let's go to the table. It's going to be on him. This time got a 7-5 offsuit.
Well, that's very obvious.
Call.
He hasn't seen a hand he didn't like in this heads-up battle. He limps in and calls here with the 7 high.
And Isaac right behind him with a 3 deuce of diamonds. No, he's not going to raise. So finally we get to breathe. No raise before the flop, and here it comes.
Well, flop comes ace, queen 4 with 2 hearts. Isaac with the wheel draw.
Yeah, he's checked it. And now Ryan, who hit nothing there, is getting chips out, betting on position.
And he's going to bet 300,000 here.
Call.
And he's quickly called. Well, king of diamonds comes off now.
Helps neither player.
Isaac is checked.
Now will Ryan fire once again with his nothing hand? No, slows down.
So off to the river we go. Well, the queen of clubs comes off. As the cards lie, Ryan's got the best hand with the 7 high.
700,000.
And he bets 700,000.
Well, Vince, the only way Isaac can win this pot is to bet at it. He's got the worst 2 cards you could have right now, a deuce and a 3, and he's taking a stab at it for 700,000.
Raise.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. Ryan, with almost as bad a hand, says raise.
Well, this is incredible. Vince, he thinks he's stealing the pot. Ironically, he's got the best hand with the 7 high here. But he doesn't know it. And look at this. He is raising it, going to make it $2 million. With absolute Garfunkel.
What an amazing raise this is.
Well, he's raised at $1.3 million. And right now, Isaac has a migraine headache. Ryan Doubt, you know, it's like Isaac's cards are turned face up on the board the way Ryan's playing him, Vince. Incredible.
And Isaac sickened.
Well, he puts his head down like he's sick to his stomach, and I don't blame him. He took a stab at this pot, and the guy raised him to $2 million, and he has absolutely nothing.
But he hasn't mucked yet. I mean, the only ridiculous chance he would have to do something like go over the top. Please don't start that.
He's got the worst 2 cards you could have at this moment.
Ryan now saying, what's going on? Why is he taking so long?
Re-raise all in.
Oh, no, he's going to go all in.
Wow, Vince, he's done it. He's pulled the trigger for all his chips. And there's no way Ryan can call him. Ryan was bluffing himself with a 7 high.
And look at this. Isaac's going to show the hand. Oh, he's going to put some salt in the wound.
Wow. Isaac Haxton bluffed him completely, Vince. He moved all in with a deuce 3, the worst 2 cards you could be holding in that spot. What a play by Isaac Haxton there.
You're gonna like when that's on TV.